What's up, everybody, guys? How's your day going today? Mine is going fantastic. And today we're doing our predictions for week 14 of the NFL season. So, in the last video, I went with the Lions. Lions ended up winning, so that was a good guess. But let's look at this. I did bad for Thanksgiving because I went Lions, I went Chiefs, I went Ravens, I even went Bears. I even went Eagles. So, I batted 0 for 4, and that's crazy. And in this game, I had the Rams, so I got the first six games wrong. Last weekend, not pretty. But I did have the 49ers and they won. I had the Falcons and the Jets won. I had the Texans and the Texans was my dark horse team winning and they won, so that was cool. I had the Buccaneers. I had the Dolphins. I had the Jaguars. I had the Seahawks, I had the Bills, I had the Chargers, I had the Broncos, and I had the Patriots. So, I ended pretty good. But that start was abysmal. But, anyways, let's look at our predictions for this week. Saints, Buccaneers. I'm going to give it to Baker Mayfield and the Saints. Titans and Browns. I'll give Shadur his second win. I think the Titans are the worst team in the league. Vikings Commanders after the game I just watched. I don't know if JJ McCarthy's playing or not. I do know Jaden Daniels is back, so I'm going to give it to the Commanders. But I don't even think if JJ McCarthy was there, I do think the Vikings would still lose. Dolphins Jets. I'm going to give it to the Dolphins. Both teams won last week, but like Dolphins are low key making like a. It's not they're not going to make the playoffs, but they're making a end of the year push. So good for them. Bears Packers. I'm going to go with the Packers. I'm just not confident in the Bears, even though they lead the NFC right now. So I'm gonna go with the Packers. Seahawks Falcons. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. I don't think I need to talk about that one. I think Seahawks should win that game, and I think they will win the game. Colts and Jaguars. I'm gonna give it to the Colts. No, I'm gonna give it to the Jaguars mostly because I don't think the Colts always play bad in Jacksonville. Even when Jacksonville's bad, the Colts still lose to Jacksonville in Jacksonville, even when they had the first number one overall pick. So I'll give it to the Jaguars. I'm gonna give this game to the Ravens. I just think they're the better team. I think the Steelers suck. I'm gonna give it to the Broncos. Let's go Broncos. Let's go Broncos. Rams and Cardinals. I'll give it to the Rams. I think the Cardinals are a bad team. This game is interesting to me because I kind of think that I kind of think the dark horse to win the AFC North is the Bengals. I'm gonna give it to the Bills because I think there's still a world where the Bengals lose one more and still win the division. I don't think the Ravens are that good, and I don't think the Steelers are that good. I think both teams could lose three more games, and I think the Bengals can lose this game and win out. We'll see what happens, but I really want the Bengals to win that division. I think that would be so funny, with especially with this year, because this year is like, you know what? I'm giving it to the Bang. I'm giving it to the Bills. I can't talk myself into the Bengals winning, but I wouldn't be mad just because I just think the Cincinnati Bengals making the playoffs with Joe Burrow being back would just like be a testament of what this year is all about. Because what this year is all about is who the fuck knows. And I like that. Texans and Chiefs. I'm gonna give it to the Texans. I think the Texans are gonna say I'm gonna give it to the Chiefs just because the Chiefs have had the Texans number the past few years. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Eagles, Chargers. Justin Herbert still hasn't been announced if he's playing or not. So I'm gonna give it to the Eagles, and I just think their defense is better than the Chargers' offense, and I think that's really just gonna be the key. And then for Thursday night next week, it's Falcons and Buccaneers. We're gonna go with the Buccaneers. And like, yeah, look at that. I think the Bengals can win that game. Where's the Steelers? Who do the Steelers play? They play the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins could win that game. I really do. That's 2 losses already for the Steelers. Oh, we got the Packers next week. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ooh, look at that. That's when that Rams and Seahawks matchup is not the next Thursday, but the Thursday after. And that's Christmas right there. Alright, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.